Good morning, Internet! We're back with some more Slay the Princess. Let's see if we can roll the dice and what ending we get this time.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
How do I want to answer this today? Viva la revolution! You know what? I'm gonna do this completely silent.
You make your way up the short
Cold
path
as
of the
ice.
cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Whatever you say, narrator guy.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Today, I pretend
Ignore
I don't
him.
hear
He doesn't
either
know
of
what
you.
he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Also, I think it's the only way I can get the quiet. The, just quietly do your job option.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Was there
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
a faint light the last time?
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Yeah, she sounds like she owns the
Don't
place.
let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Nope, complete silence.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Very much so.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Normally I'd make a witty remark, but yeah. I'm gonna just step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Stoic protagonist! Slay the princess!
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
You look scared.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Yeah, you look terrified.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Yes.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Arrogant tells me that you have some high opinions of her.
But is it over? Really over?
Of course not, that was way too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Remove the blade.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
I knew it!
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground
As you collapse to the ground, mortally wounded, Princess twists the blade deeper in between your ribs.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Or are we?
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Who's the voice I'm gonna pull out of my ass?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Stoicism!
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost,
Cheater.
but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Yeah, I do not like
The
this.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Normally I check the mirror, but I'm gonna take the blade and just enter the basement.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Because I'm running specifically on, like, stoicism.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
We're gonna make her hurt. She cheated us before, but not today.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Also, I'd like to point out that when we went down to the basement, the mirror disappeared.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
I don't think you've seen what we saw before.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Okay. With a voice
There's
like
something so wrong with that voice.
with a voice like that, I'm actually curious what would happen if I let her leave.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna betray me if I do what I wanted to do, which is like, see what happens if I save you.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Oh, her voice is like slightly off. If I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no
Innocent.
reason.
Sweet, innocent princess.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
Thank you, Captain Hindsight.
She certainly feels threatening.
Definitely.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Why are you not manifesting the knife behind her?
You know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
Go for it.
Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
It was alright.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yes,
You're acting like you are.
you definitely are.
My entire world is at risk.
No, you peace out the moment shit goes right or wrong.
Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
An asshole. Let's see. What happened after you died the last time?
That's funny. You're funny. I'm not dead, so I can't have died.
Yeah, sure.
Last time? What are you talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
Exactly.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Exactly.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
It's what we know we're doing because you've said before in multiple different endings that you know that we do this. It's to safeguard us from fucking up. I don't have a key.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Yeah, you're definitely trying way too hard to stab me.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
That's the way I feel about it. But that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie?
Yes.
Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yes!
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Stabbed for the very first time, like a virgin.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Nope.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Let's see. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world. You killed me the last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart.
That doesn't sound like me.
Liar!
Okay, I'm bored now.
Fucking finally!
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of anger, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion.
What the fuck?
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
Is she just gonna cut off that arm?
Then
Knew
she
it.
slices through her arm. Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
Nope, not safe anymore.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it.
Yup.
And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
I figured immediately she'd kill us. I'm surprised we're actually able to, like, sword fight her, essentially, at least for a little bit, and fend her off with just a dagger.
You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
Yep.
She's much better at this than she was last time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
That would be the line for the cheated.
I'm going to kill you now.
Oh, get on with it!
And with a squelch, she does just that.
Thanks.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The arms race.
You're on a path in the
Whoa.
woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Thank you, cheated.
What? The interior of the cabin is a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
We got a new dungeon master.
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
This is good.
Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works. The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Oh fuck. I don't like you.
What's the point of fighting if she's
Whoa,
just
what?
going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Why do I have 2 extra voices? And this is the second time I've gotten Voice of the Broken.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
Yep.
That can't be right, that's too much responsibility.
Yep.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we?
Give me the knife.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there.
I love the
Difficult.
cheated
Princess
so
will save the
much.
world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
Yeah!
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
Yeah!
And what if we never do?
Shut up!
Don't be like that. I know things are hard right now, but we gotta stay positive. If they're confident, then I'm confident.
There's so many voices in my head right now.
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are.
There's a mirror!
There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
No, we're seeing reality, just the reality we need to see.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
You make
Approach
your way
the
to
mirror.
the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Thank you, cheated. Wipe the mirror clean. That sounded more like a groan than a sigh.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
Let's roll.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
Yep.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
It's time to die.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Ow, that sounded like some broken legs.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
You look exactly the same.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Exactly.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Nope.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal
Oh my
bickering is cut
God,
short
now
by the
both
wet sound of
arms?
slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yep.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Let's see. We're fighting her, obviously. She has swords for arms. We don't. We're panicking. All the ideas suck. Think and come up with something better.
That's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
I know, right?
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight.
I don't like your limp noodle skin.
She skewers you.
Cool.
Ow!
What a surprise.
Yep.
Yeah. We don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us.
Whoa, the skeptic. Why do I have another voice?
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Wait, what?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Wait, did we stumble on basically the loop of like, we go to save the princess, die, rinse, repeat over and over again? So basically it's a reverse shattering?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Okay.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
Yep.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Yep.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
Yep.
Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
If I'm going to be honest, I like that idea more than I
As long
should.
as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
I want anything that'll drown you out, so keep killing me.
Come on, show me something new.
Kill me.
Okay, plan. Now.
We're going to let us... Oh, no. Wait. We're going to let her stab us, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. It doesn't work, and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps to life, to life, to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
She's going to kill this body either way.
Hey!
Stop feeling what it feels.
Voice of the Cold, welcome back.
She skewers you.
Yep.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Yep.
We just have to hit her harder.
Hey! Voice of the Stubborn, my favorite.
Skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Hey, it's my favorite voices. Cold, contrarian, and stubborn.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
You're useless.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
No.
Okay, let's go again.
Just panic! Flee!
The paranoid. Yeah, you don't help.
Skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better!
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
Yep.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
The opportunist. It's interesting because I wouldn't have thought you immediately try to appeal to the princess.
She skewers you.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time.
I'm with you, voice of the cheated.
Right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Whoa, chapter 4. Mutually assured destruction.
Right, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Over my dead body.
Well, at least you guys contradict each other.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
That's good.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
I hate you. You're too horny.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
You're cool.
They're all the same, really.
Welcome back, voice of the cold.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
Then manifest us a better weapon.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Thank you, opportunist.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is...
A
How
lot.
about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them.
Exactly.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
I really hate you.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Yeah, you will.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
You aren't.
Don't care, just want to win.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Wrong.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
I liked you better as the princess of MMA. You cheat too much with sword hands.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Sure.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Yeah, hero.
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Yeah.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists,
Whoa.
splitting into red blooms of raw meat
Oh.
as it tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
You look like what I believe would happen if trees were sentient and realized how bad we fucked them.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
Now you're just scaring me.
Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
That scares me even more.
Do you think we can throw her out?
With the contrarian.
That looked painful.
I don't even care about that one.
How is she still alive?
That's the question I have.
Still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
It's all a conspiracy by the government.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
Right in the heart.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Good. Hit a little bit longer.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All right,
is all
sir.
just
Oh god. Now they won't shut up.
This
All right,
is all
sir.
Into your
What just
mind.
happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You should. Because you're about to get carried away by a whole lot of hands. You do not act. And yet, through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Yep. Your weapons clash again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and the flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster your momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of violation, free of its volition, and strikes two. Both strikes lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Everybody's gone! You do so. Gaze in your reflection. How fucked up am I? Silence as you as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. Mira always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The remains. You're unraveled. Oh boy. I'm seriously starting to think that maybe, just maybe, every time I kill her, I'm going to look more like the monster. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think anything is real out there? Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are these voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I wonder it. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does. And when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does. He does. You and I are going to have
Do
answers.
not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Alright, I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh,
I will be here, waiting for you.
alright. Everything goes dark, and you die. Alright, well, that was the Razor ending for Slay the Princess. I'm actually curious what she means, because supposedly she says there's one more we gotta find, and then we'll finally have answers, which makes me think that the next video might actually be the end of this. So, hopefully, look forward to seeing you guys next time. Later.